katangian ng isang mahusay na karunungan ay ang paggamit ng pinakanatural sa mabisang produkto matatagpuan. Positibo sa lahat ng bagay, sa physical, emotional at spiritual. Kasaganahan sa buhay, ang hangat dinuman. Nawala ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. Nawala ay kayamanan sa kalusugan. Pagkakataon, tulungan ang bawat isa, na ang bawat pamilya maiwasan ang karamdaman. Isang bagong henerasyon, harapin ang hamon ng buhay. May pag-ibig, tunay na kapayapaan, tagumpay at pagkakaisa sa lipunan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. May kayamanan sa kalusugan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. May kayamanan sa kalusugan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. May kayamanan sa kalusugan. Double life.
Pangalan ko ay Arman Serrana. Ako ay 47 years old. Kasalukuyan ako nakatira sa Pampanga. Una, skeptical ako sa produkto. Kahit anong namang produkto, hanggat hindi ko nagagamit, meron ako laging doubt. Pero honestly, kasi ako mahilig ako sa mga natural food supplement. Nung hindi pa ako nandito sa Noble Life, binibili ko yung I make sure natural yung ingredients ng mga binibili kong pagkain. Pero nung na-try ko yung product natin, first time ko natikman, nasarapan kaagad ako. Mula noon, umorder kaagad ako ng isang box. And isa sa napansin ko, hindi naapektuhan yung pagtulog ko at talagang alert ako sa maghapon. Ang blessing pa doon, yung may halong cryptomonadales. Honestly, hindi ako nagpapalab. Salamat sa Diyos kasi we have this kind of product na talagang para sa akin mahalaga kasi yung matatanda yun ang aking iniisip ngayon na as much as possible maging healthy palagi sila.
Wow, good afternoon and good evening to everyone. It's year 2022. Blessed and happy New Year. Thank God for the year 2021. Though it's challenging, but His goodness and faithfulness in our life never stop. So before I introduce our speaker, let's congratulate ourselves that we are alive and more energetic, happier, and healthier ever. So congratulations, Noble Lifers, for the last year harvest. And this year of harvest at Sweet 16, it's gonna be bigger and wider. Thank God it's 16 years of doing noble deeds. We are coming to be more stronger, powerful, and unbothered. So tonight, let's all listen and share what we learn from our very special speaker. So who is this guy? So Louis is the author of From Rat to Eagle, 21 Ways to Soar Like an Eagle. It is an inspiring book aiming to empower individuals to achieve success with longevity through developing character, attitude, and skills. This book is packed with gems and real life stories of people who overcame their challenges to achieve great heights and soar like an eagle. Readers from the US, Europe, Asia, including CEOs, doctors, and entrepreneurs have given the book a very good rating. In fact, I read that book also last year, and I'm so inspired of that. And this book gave me an inspiration also. Okay, he graduated with an MBA from the University of Bradford in the 90s. Lewis has an outstanding track record of managing and leading companies in China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, and Singapore. So while managing in China, he has grown his company from 3 offices to be more than 100 service centers. Okay? As a speaker and trainer, he has been invited to speak and train in the US, Canada, Japan, China, and Philippines, Indonesia, and Singapore. Companies he has trained include MNCs such as General Electric, Shell, ICBC Bank, and also environmental organizations such as Worldwide Fund. What a joy and honor to have Louis with us tonight. So let's welcome and a round of applause to my eagle friend
Yeah.
in Singapore, Mr. Louis Go. The stage is
Yeah.
yours.
Okay. Thank you so much, my dear friend, Madam Leela, and everyone from Noble Life, friends, partners, customer. Thank you so much. I love all of you. It is such a joy to be here. Yes, a very happy and a blessed new year. I find Noble Life is such a special company. It has great products, very good people, full of life, full of energy, and I really love everyone in the company. I've visited friends in Philippines, in Singapore, and I thought it is just always such a joy, to be with all of you. Yes, and tonight I'm going to share about how to soar like an eagle. Well, I'm always very fascinated by eagles, regardless of whether I am in Seattle, Shanghai, Manila, or Singapore. I am just very fascinated by an eagle. Why am I so fascinated with eagle? An eagle is a magnificent bird. It can fly at a height of 5,000 meters. Wow, 5,000 meters is extremely high. In fact, it's higher than some of the clouds. And the speed of an eagle is super fast. Do you know how fast an eagle can soar? It can go at a speed of 300 kilometers per hour. Imagine you were to ride an eagle from Manila to China. Probably you will be there in 3-4 hours. So the eagle has great speed, and on top of the speed, eagle has very sharp eyes. It can see the size of a rabbit 5 kilometers away. That is how keen its vision is. And I believe everyone in this meeting can soar like an eagle. And I'm just going to share a few points about how to do it. Well, I would like to start by saying we cannot control the weather. We cannot control COVID, whether it is going to continue to spread fiercely or not so fiercely. However, we can control ourselves. We can control our emotions. We can also control our course of actions and to make this year an excellent and outstanding year. Right. So let's take a look at the 4 I's. Today, I'm going to share some secrets, the 4 I's, to help all of you attain success and breakthrough for this year. Well, I thank my dear friend, Madam Leela, so much for introducing myself. So I think I do not need to share so much and about myself. Well, the book I've written basically is intended to inspire people to be very successful. And everyone is engineered for great success. Everyone has great potential within ourselves. It is up to us to unleash it. Well, in this book, there are more than 40 heroes, people, ordinary people who achieve extraordinary feats through developing their character, their attitude, and the skill. Well, I have the privilege to work with outstanding leaders and outstanding staff in various parts of Asia. In fact, I've managed companies in these areas. And I'm happy to have turned around a few companies in China. Well, one of them even basically implement the Beijing Olympics IT project. And then I'm also in Shanghai. Okay, well, I've done training in different areas. Okay, right now, the important thing, the 4 I's for success. They are intentionality, influence, innovation, and integrity. I hope these 4 I's, after I share, all of you will get some idea and will be able to implement them and attain great heights for this year. Intentionality. The first thing, growth doesn't just happen. Success doesn't just happen. You do not take a stroll and suddenly find yourself on top Mount Everest. That's not going to happen. If you want to scale Mount Everest, you got to prepare. You got to train your stamina. You got to train your muscles. You got to be intentional. Intentionality is formulating goals, plans, and specific actions. The more intentional you are, the more likelihood you are going to attain your goals. It is different from aimlessness, like a little boat being tossed around about by the current, not knowing where it will land. However, being intentional is like a magnificent eagle in the sky, flying magnificently, and once it spot a prey, for instance, a rabbit 5 kilometers away, it can zero in till it catches its prey. This laser-like focus is intentionality, and in order to do well, a person has got to be intentional. And this is a new year. Let's come up with a plan and to be intentional to achieve the plan. John C. Maxwell, he spoke about intentionality. It is, an unintentional life accepts everything and does nothing. An intentional life embraces only the things that will add to the mission of significance. Yes, an intentional life only focus on the important things and try to achieve it. And when a person is very concentrate on achieving its goal, it will most probably achieve it. Hi, do you know who he is? He's my very good friend, Qiao Junwei. Do you notice something about him? He was born blind. In fact, he was born in Shanghai, and despite his handicap, despite his blindness, he was very intentional to be independent, to be a useful person since young. When he was young, he decided that he wanted to learn. He wanted to be independent. He wanted to be a useful person, to contribute to the society. And he started to learn, he started to acquire knowledge. Look, Braille books. He started to read Braille books, and in fact, he was taught Braille books at a tender age of 3 years old. And he read many of these books. However, such books, they were very expensive and hard to come by. And being a very young boy at that point of time, he had a great desire to learn more. And how did he do it? Haha! He listened to a little old radio like that. So he listened to educational programs. And also after a little while, he progressed to current affairs and even finance. However, his insatiable desire for knowledge caused him to go one step further. He basically got a programmer to help him to be able to read his computer screen, to be able to read his handphone screen. And this screen reader helps him. Basically, this screen reader helps him open up a door of opportunities, great opportunities, unimaginable opportunities. What are all these opportunities? In fact, it led him to even start a business, an e-commerce business. He started an e-commerce business in musical instrument because through the screen reader software, he can find suppliers, he can in fact find customers. And after a little while, his business thrived. It became very successful and he started to generate profit. And from the profit, he invests because he has such good knowledge. He knows how to invest in commodities and in stocks. And eventually, he also invests in properties. Right now, this friend Qiao Junwei, he has 2 properties in China. He became financially independent and very successful. Why is he able to be so successful? That's because he's very intentional in learning, very intentional in starting a business, very intentional in being a useful person. That's why intentionality is so important. Some time back, he called me. He said, "Hey, Louis, I have another desire." And I said, "What's that?" He said, "I wanted to find a wife." I said, "Yeah, I give you my blessing. Such an outstanding person, you will be able to find a good wife and build a great family." That is the power of intentionality. How do you live a life of intentionality? Well, here are a few points. It is a life of consciousness, not aimlessness. A person has got to be very conscious. It is a life investing in what really matters, which means what is really important. It is a life of well-defined priorities, meaning with clear goals, specific actions to work on. It is a life of discipline and directedness, as contrasted with idleness and aimlessness. So being disciplined and directed could help a person, just like Chiao. It is a life of evaluation. What do I mean by it? Well, we will got to take time to pause, to think, and to reflect, to see how we could improve ourselves. Hence, a life of evaluation. And it is also striving for excellence. Over here, I'm going to share a story of Heather Donington. Heather Donington, she is a world-class runner from the US. In fact, she's a middle distance runner. One of the motto in her life is that she never gave up. Whenever she faced a setback, she will pick herself up and continue. And the next video, take a look at it. It is not a movie. It is a real thing. It is something, yeah, it is the real thing. Well, take a look and enjoy it.
And Darden is probably going to be your favorite. She actually won the NCAA championships in 2006 in the 800, but she only won one Big Ten championship in the 2 years.
3 laps in this event, 600 meters, 3 times around the 200-meter track.
She's looking very confident, and the Penn State runner is just running amazing today. She did win her heat in the 400, but ended up taking 4th overall.
That's Fondor moving into the lead, sophomore from Penn State. Dornan running second.
Darden last year scored their Big Ten championships. They're going to be not taking long points from her this weekend. And she coming by Fondor now in the home stretch.
Now, Dornan falling down, gets up quickly, but that's going to cost her. Lucky she wasn't injured.
Her teammate just went to the front though, but they may be able to recover from that. As Darden is flying down the back stretch, she is going to catch Fondor, and she may catch the leader.
She's got a lot.
This is a gutsy effort by Dornan.
That is amazing. To fall in the 600 and then it's the extended 400 race. To fall to our she went down just before the bell went out. And she is powering down this home stretch. Just doing everything she can to win this heat.
Yes. Well, let's hi. Okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't know why the video came out not so clear. But let me recap for you. If you were to see what happens in this real race, she fell. When she fell, everyone overtook her, and that was a very, very poor thing for her. However, she decided to pick herself up and continue to race, and eventually, one by one, she overtook those that have overtaken her when she fell, and eventually winning the race. And that's intentionality, and that's focus. Well, I think this is something which all of us can learn from. Well, we strive for excellence. Wherever we fall, we can pick ourselves up and continue to race and to win it. Well, that's so much about the first I, which is intentionality. Now, let's go to the second I, and that is influence. Influence is defined as the power to change, affect someone or something. The power to cause changes without directly forcing them to happen. An influential person is more powerful than guns, cannons, or even nuclear weapon. Influence enables a person to be very successful by getting things done through others. This ability could impact lives and the world. An influential person could impact hundreds, thousands, or even millions. Well, I'm going to illustrate through a story. Do you know who was the president of the Republic of North Macedonia in 1994? Well, not many people may know or remember him. However, there was a little girl. In fact, there was a little baby. This baby, born more than 100 years ago, the whole world knew about her. This little baby, who was born in North Macedonia, and in fact, when she was 8 years old, her father passed on. However, when she grew up, she became so influential that even presidents would like to invite her for meals. Well, the presidents of the United States also invited her, and when she spoke, the whole world listened. Do you know who this baby girl grew up to be? Right, take a look. She grew up and she is Mother Teresa. How could Mother Teresa gain so much influence? What were her secrets of success? Her secrets of her success is she has a lot of love. Mother Teresa, she went to serve among the poorest of the poor in India. She cares for the needy, for the sick, for the poor, for the orphans. She selflessly cares for them, and she does whatever she could to help them. It is because of her love, which is why she is so well respected and even having reputation more famous than even presidents. That's why there's a saying, more love, more power. More love, more power. The secret of influence, one of the main area of it is love. When a person loves, a person will touch lives and will also in turn be loved and be respected. Now, let's take a look at how else can we develop influence. We have spoken a lot about love. Now, let's take a look at what are the other ways. Knowledge. Knowledge is power. Look at the gentleman on the right. Warren Buffett. He is one of the wealthiest men on earth. He amassed his wealth through his wise investment. How did he get his knowledge? Where did his knowledge come from? And what were the secrets of Warren Buffett becoming such a savvy investor? Well, do you know that Warren Buffett, he reads 500 pages every day. 500 pages? That's basically 2 to 3 books a day. And in a year, that will be a few hundred books. He has accumulated so much knowledge. Hence, acquire knowledge. And the third area of developing influence, develop your character. Your character is your destiny. How true it is. Hence, a person who has good character and impeccable character will be well respected. We will cover that a little bit more in the next I. Now, let's take a look at another new I, which will be the third one. We have spoken about intentionality. We have spoken about influence. Now, we are going to look at the third I, which is innovation. Well, mankind made progress to this day mainly due to our ability to innovate. Without innovation, we will still be in the Stone Age. However, with innovation, we are where we are. Now, there are robots, there are AI, metaverse, so many new areas coming up. It's because of innovation. Innovation is the act or process of introducing new ideas, methods through being creative. There are many advantages of being innovative. Innovations improve productivity, it reduces costs, increase competitiveness. Yes, and it also leads to increase in sales. Research and studies shows that one of the top skills for tomorrow, or even this world right now, it is analytical thinking and innovation. If you want to be very successful, you got to learn to be innovative. Jimmy Yuan, it is a world-class scientist in the field of hydrogen fuel cell. In fact, last week, before he flew back to China, I was having coffee with him. I really enjoy my conversation and dialogue with him. He is a most innovative person. In fact, he has more than 15 patents under him in the field of this hydrogen cell, which, according to him, could actually perform better, 3 times better than the normal electric battery. So Jimmy, he shared with me that because of his innovation, governments and also organizations, actually they invest millions and millions into his organization. Resources chase after innovation. Hence, it is important for us to learn how to be innovative. In fact, from my dialogue with Jimmy, he is not just being innovative. He is also someone who is very intentional. He is also very influential. And coupled with his innovative ability, I think he will become extremely successful. Well, in fact, I connected someone with him who actually builds WIG, Wing in Ground Effect Technology, which is like a flying boat. And Jimmy, well, in fact, Jimmy basically he looks into areas and he basically has got to really evaluate whether to move on or not with this venture. And I thought he is a very wise person, someone who is very intentional. Well, this is his factory building all the hydrogen cells. Now, let's take a look. How can we be more creative? How can we be more innovative? Solitude. What is solitude? Solitude is taking time to be on your own. Yes, take time to be alone in a beautiful lake, in a beautiful park, by the river, in the nature, and enjoy time alone. Learn how to enjoy being at peace with nature. Enjoy solitude. Isaac Newton, the great mathematician and one of the most influential scientists, he said, "The world can be full of noise. We got to learn how to find our peace in the quietness and beauty of being alone with nature." Karl Lagerfeld, the great fashion designer for Coco Chanel. Well, the man with the dark glasses and also the white hair. Karl, he said, you got you have got to be alone to recharge your batteries. You can't live 24 hours a day in the and remain creative. For me, solitude is victory. Yes, solitude is victory. Learn to enjoy solitude. Take time to be on your own, and suddenly ideas will just come. Ideas will just dawn upon you, some breakthrough ideas. And when you have great ideas, when you implement them, that will really help. Well, some other areas of enhancing your creativity. Swim with the dolphins. Or you can take some treetop walks. I know in Singapore there are some nice bridges whereby you can enjoy nature on treetop walks. Learn something new. Take a course. Learn some new things. Make some new friends. And along the way, that will stimulate your mind. Or well, you can also take time to be in the sea to watch the whales. I remember in 2019, I was in Sydney. So I've decided to take a boat to watch the whales. And Sydney Harbour is so pretty. And taking a boat out from Sydney Harbour into the Pacific Ocean, and after a little while, we start to really chase after the whales. And it was something so fun, so exciting, so fascinating. And after this experience, in fact, I got new ideas and even new ideas for the book and for the business. Well, when you travel, okay, let's take for instance, like when you travel on a bus, on the way back, you may want to try a train. Try a different way of return, a route. Like take for instance, if you were to fly, and then if your time permits, you may want to return via a cruise. So try different things and travel via a different route. That will stimulate yourself, and that could help to also enhance your creativity. And right now, we are going to take a look at the fourth I. The fourth I is integrity. Integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. And I personally feel integrity is a most important I. And it is the most important ingredient for success. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely. If you aspire To have long-term success, you must possess this important trait. Integrity will build your reputation, and a good reputation, a good name, is worth more than silver and gold. It is the foundation of success. I like the way Billy Graham spoke about integrity. He said, integrity means a person is on the inside as he or she claims to be on the outside. He's the same person alone in a hotel, 1,000 miles from home, as he is at work or in his community or with his family. A man of integrity can be trusted. Yes, such a man can be trusted. Rose Blumkin. This lady, she was born in Belarus. In fact, she is a very renowned businesswoman. Warren Buffett has the highest regards for her. She has founded a company known as Nebraska Furniture Mart. Nebraska Furniture Mart became one of the largest indoor furniture mart in the US. But do you know, when she first started, she only started the business with $500 at the basement of a building. Only with $500. However, the business grew and grew and grew. It grew on to be hundreds of thousands, to be millions, to be tens of millions. And eventually, she sold it to Warren Buffett. Or rather, Warren Buffett would like to buy the company from her. And he bought it at $60 million. Well, how did Rose Blumkin have such a great achievement? One of the area is her integrity. Her integrity builds trust. She has a good reputation, and because of her reputation, she attracts people to her. She attracts customers to her. She attracts suppliers to her. And because of the good reputation due to her integrity, she grew her business. Well, she's so successful mainly because she has great integrity, and on top of integrity, I would say she has all the other 4 I's, which is intentionality. She had great intentionality since young. Well, born in Belarus, she couldn't speak English, and when she went over to the US, she actually started to learn. And she was very intentional about it. And she learned how to really start a business. And after that, she had great influence, whereby she gained a lot of trust, and she's also very creative, whereby starting a business just at the basement of a building, and eventually it grew. It grew because she had great integrity and people trust her. One of her saying, sell cheap and tell the truth. In fact, she didn't mark up on the product very much, and she always tell the truth. Because of her truthfulness, people really trusted her. So now let's take a look at how could we develop integrity. Firstly, examine our morals and ethics. That's basically our principles. I would say, in matters of principles, be firm as a rock. Right. So we live by morals, ethics, and principles. Be true to ourselves and also to others. Firstly, we do not cheat ourselves and we do not cheat others. Always be sincere, be truthful, and along the way, with time, our reputation will be built up. Keep our agreements. Yes, our agreements, our words and our agreements, they are our bonds. We do our best to fulfill it. And with that, we will be able to develop integrity. Well, This year, I've shared the few points: intentionality, influence, innovation, integrity, and I hope these 4 I's could really help you in this coming year. I'd like to share with all of you that your dream is possible. I'd like to read from a chapter in my book, basically on someone. In fact, there are many people who actually achieve their impossible dreams. And I'm just going to read a story of someone by the name of Anna Mary Robertson. Okay, here's how it goes. Your dream is possible. Many are not living their dreams. They give up on their dreams too early and do not get to realize them. If you believe in your dreams, you will overcome every obstacle in the journey to your goal. Keep the hope blazing within you, because hope coupled with action leads to breakthrough. Hope leads you to creative and innovative ways to achieve your dreams. Action is vital, because if you believe, you will act upon that belief. Knowledge is power and action is superpower. Put your belief into action regardless of your age, and you will have the chance to succeed. Anna Mary Robertson was born to a poor family in New York in 1860. She started work at the early age of 12. Though Anna loved painting, she was too poor to attend art school. At 27, she married Thomas Salmon Moses, who also worked on the same farm. Life was tough working on the ranch as well as raising children for the next few decades. With encouragement from her sister, she started painting at 78. Hey, take note, she started painting at 78. Her portrayals were based on memories of her past rural life. She found inspiration and energy from painting. Initially, her paintings fetched $3 to $5. Before long, her fame grew. Her works were marketed for 10,000 apiece when Anna was 88 years old. A woman's magazine named her Young Woman of the Year. President Harry Truman presented her with the Women's National Press Club Trophy Award for outstanding accomplishments in the arts in 1949. She was also conferred with 2 honorary doctorate degrees. Anna fulfilled her childhood dream in her late 70s and enjoyed her success for another 3 decades. Well, she lived a very long life, more than 100 years old. Yes, by the time of her death in 1961, she created over 3,000 paintings. In 2006, her work Sugaring Off was sold for 1.2 million USD. Okay, this remarkable lady, she did not give up on her childhood passion. Her dream became a reality despite her late start. If you believe and take the necessary steps to act on that belief, you are creating yourself a chance to achieve. Age does not matter. Gender does not matter. Even skill does not matter. What matters is your belief, your dream, and your desire. Yes, Anna Mary Robertson. Since young, she loved painting, but she only started seriously at the age of 78. And at age 78, she learned painting, and eventually her painting became so well received that every painting will cost, initially it was only $3 to $5, but it went on to 8 to 10,000. So she actually made it. She created a name because she was so intentional. She believed in her dream. So I want to tell all of you, my dear friends, your dream is possible when you are intentional. And she started at 78. How many of you here is 78? Well, you're still very young, super young. At 78, she achieved her dream. And In her entire life, she created 3,000 painting. 3,000 painting. In fact, one painting in 2006 sugaring off, it was sold for 1.2 million. Imagine if she would have started painting younger. She will be the richest woman in the whole world. Well, she still achieved her dream because she chased after it, because she believed. And I want to share with all of you, your dream is possible. And yes, and if some of you may just want more information about some of the heroes which I've written, well, you can always check out Amazon. Yes, well, from today until the weekend, because I love Noble Life very much, I've come up with a very, very special discount of more than 80, in fact, close to 90%. Well, for this resource, from Red to Eagle is just less than $1. I'm just doing it because I really love Noble Life. It is such a great company with such a strong team. I would say that Lila, Madam Lila, I think she is an outstanding lady with all the four eyes. She's intentional, she has high influence, she is innovative, and she is also a woman of integrity. Right now, I just want to say that knowledge is power. However, action is superpower. Whatever we have actually shared about today, hopefully all of you could pick up some ideas and apply it and become successful. Application of knowledge is wisdom. And right here, I would like to wish all of you an excellent new year. And all my dear friends in Noble Life, well, I love all of you. Thank you very much. And well, let's have a Lila, yeah, back.
Yes. Thank you, my good friend Luis Go. Can we give him a round of applause again? Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. So can
Mhm.
you stay on, because you know what? I have a lot of write ups, and I take down so many notes. So can you share that PowerPoint slides with me so that I will remember
Yeah.
all those names that you have mentioned a while ago. So all the stories
Mm.
actually is so inspiring, Luis. And I remember with your four eyes. So for the year 2022, you are the first speaker that I invited on the platform on in Noble Life, because I want them to be inspired, because this year we are already 16 years.
Yes.
Imagine that. Yeah, to build a company for 16 years, moving on, and amidst of all these pandemics or restrictions or challenges, we are unbothered, and we are becoming more stronger and powerful. And true enough, I don't think I can sleep tonight, because of the four eyes that you have given to us. And thank you for that wisdom, and sharing your knowledge with us, Mr. Eagle, Luis Go. The four eyes for the year 2022. And this is what I have written to my paper today. The intentionality of that runner. Wow, it's really good, because no matter what, he fall down and he go and he run again, fall down, run again, and he has that focus to finish the race, and he won, because he's very intentional, and he is very focused to really win. And I love that girl, the runner girl, I put it here. And of course, we are a woman or a man of influence as we grow our life, and as we succeed together with our colleague, our friends, the people around us. Let's be an influencer of love. I love that, by Mother Teresa. Yeah, that's why I put there, by Mother Judy Pascual, our general manager
Yeah.
in Noble Life for 14 years. That love, that will give us the fuel to move on, no matter what, how hard it is. It's really a sacrifice to go further and to go beyond. So Mother Teresa, wow, I really love it. A very good example, a mother or a person with influence, because of her love, and the innovation, which is true, because I find it very, I would say you must be creative, and that thing that you we have to move on by innovating and by changing or by adapting the trend that is happening, because we it's uncontrollable whatever is happening out there in this world. So we have to be creative enough to move on and to move up. Okay, and I love the word integrity, really, Luis, because
Mm.
then this is what I keep telling to my team, and even to my top management, because at the end of the day, it's the truth that matters. Okay, and just tell the truth, whoever you are, and live with the truth, because that makes who you are. People will follow you because they can see that you are a leader, or you are a person with integrity or with honesty, and that's really a good basis on in how to choose a true leader, or a true manager, or a true president or CEO. So live with morals, ethics, and principles, as what you said. So thank you so much, Mr. Luis Go, for giving us this word of wisdom, word of inspiration and motivation for the year 2022. And that is the reason why I really have to invite you, okay, for the first week of the year, and to fuel us, to give us that inspiration or words, so that we can move on, we can do bigger and wider for the year 2022. So once again, can you give us another blessing, or a blessing message to all our viewers? And thank you, a lot of our viewers I can see from UAE, and even from Europe, from Philippines, of course, from Singapore.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw them in India. Thank you so much for watching, Joanne, of course, Louis, and a lot of people that, of course, our top management in Philippines, Tita Judy, my husband, of course, definitely he is there, and Ernest, a lot of the people out there, our Noble Lifer family, really there to learn from you, Louis. So I will invite you one more time this month, on the second week of, third week of January. So get ready to listen again to our a dear brother here in in the business, and in our family here in Singapore. Okay, so give us one more blessing and message. I will not
Yeah.
say last message, but a blessing of and message to everyone, to all our viewers, Luis.
Yes, thank you so much, Madam Leela. It's such a joy to be with everyone here, and I have the highest regard for Noble Life, a world-class company, a great company, and I would just like to wish Noble Life a great year ahead, many years ahead, to be a top company in the world. Yes, such a joy. Thank you so much. Have a good evening and good night.
Wow, thank you so much. A world-class company. I will remember that, and we will be there with you, my good friend Luis Go. Thank you so much, Luis.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we end this show, is this show? Okay. Before we end this talk tonight, I have to do some work and updates. So here are our noble news, upcoming events and updates. Okay. And okay, don't forget this coming Tuesday, a chat with our doctor, of course, our handsome medical doctor, Dr. Romeo Orteza. So this Tuesday at 8 p.m. again. Don't forget and put down in your calendar that this special 1 hour session with Dr. Orteza, you can ask your friends to ask directly our medical doctor, and ask, so that if you know the cause, you will have the solution, easy to put in the solution. Okay, and this chat with our doctor is very special, because then not only to invite, but of course we are learning from all the questions of our guests that who are asking questions. Okay, so another activities. Ayan, I love this lady. Okay, matapang na matapang. She's a very brave woman, okay? And I know her for 5 years. And the sister keep telling me, that sister of mine, matapang talaga. And I saw, because her life journey talaga, I love this lady because she overpassed or she overcame also some of her sicknesses, and she's a mother of 4. She is leading and she is doing our testimonial day, and you will learn, you will hear. To see is to believe, and to hear is to believe. So don't forget to log on this coming Thursday at 8 p.m. also with Jennifer Tamondong, at ang matapang na babae. The brave woman that I know in Philippines. Okay, another plugging. Ay, grabe. I don't know who is this lady. So, Sweet 16. I don't know this name. Sweet 16. Why Sweet 16? Because we are 16 years. This year 2022. Okay, so it's my show. Okay, last year we did our TGIF because it's 15 years of doing Noble This, and this time around, we are Sweet 16. And as what Dr. Orteza in our Mancom today, we have our Dr. Orteza said that as a Sweet 16 group or a family in Noble Life, sabi nga niya, dapat maging matured na tayo. At lalong gaganda dapat. As we matured, we become more beautiful, matured at maganda. Oh, yan ang Sweet 16. So thank God, 16 years of Noble Life. And this time around, this year around, we're gonna be bigger, better pa, bigger, better, higher, wider. Ay, grabe na, ang dami na talaga. And today I have my Mancom meeting also. And surprising, 2021 is the highest revenue that we have gathered so far for 15 years of doing Noble Life. Aren't we glad? And thank God for that. Amidst of all these challenging moments of our life, or all the uncertainties of what's happening around the world, but yet we grow. Okay, so, but this Sweet 16, this year, is a double or triple that we will achieve. Together, we will dream, we will believe, and we will achieve. Oh, ganon, no? Dream, believe, and achieve. Okay, so with that, I love to continue more and talk more, okay? But we have only 1 hour that was, allocated to us. So thank you so much to all the viewers that we have around the globe, okay? Live na live talaga, energetic na energetic talaga, kahit 8 p.m. na rito, healthier and happier ever, and that is the secret of Noble Life International. So be part of our Noble Life family. Thank you so much, and God bless everyone. I love you all.
Kahangahangang katangian ng isang mahusay na karunungan ay ang paggamit ng pinakanatural sa mabisang produkto matatagpuan. Positibo sa lahat ng bagay, sa physical, emotional at spiritual. Kasaganahan sa buhay, ang hangad dinuman. Noble Life, ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. Noble Life, may kayamanan sa kalusugan. Pagkakataon, tulungan ang bawat isa, na ang bawat pamilya maiwasan ang karamdaman. Isang bagong henerasyon, harapin hamon ng buhay. May pag-ibig, tunay na kapayapaan, tagumpay at pagkakaisa sa lipunan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. May kayamanan sa kalusugan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. May kayamanan sa kalusugan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. May kayamanan sa kalusugan. Double